Hello there guys, welcome back to a short online tutorial. Today we're based in Adobe Illustrator and it's your good friend Jack from Blue Sky Graphics back again to show you some really cool stuff. What I want to do today guys is show you how to create line art effect within Adobe Illustrator. I'll be using this model here because what I want to do is trying to show you how to create hair in the genre of line art. Now line art is really popular at the moment, and what you'll be wanting to do is to create your own digital illustrations, portraits, and line art is a really cool genre of design and illustration that you could go down and use. Now, what we need to do is just use a couple of tools just to get the basis structure of our hair. Now, I'm using this image here that I've lowered the opacity and I've locked using object lock selection when it is selected. Now, the first thing I need to do is to let's just organize my layers. I'm just going to come over to our layers window here. I've got my image and I'm just going to add a new layer and we're going to call this hairline. So just double click on the name there and you can come through and title the layout that you would wish. So now using our paintbrush tool here. Now I'm going to double click on this tool because what I want to do is make sure that my fidelity is at smooth here. The reason why I want it at smooth is because in a sense you're being lazy, but like Illustrator's helping you determine a real sort of smooth path. And I want to keep my line art really smooth. So I'm just going to make sure that's at its full max and press OK. Now what we're going to do is make sure the size of our brush is at a point where it's okay. So yeah, again, what you can do is come through here, increase the size of the stroke if you need to, like so, or decrease it. And also you can use your brackets located next to P on the keyboard. Left one makes it smaller, the right one makes it bigger. Okay, wonderful. So now what we need to do is really sort of follow the flow of his hair here. I'm going to come through and create my first shape like so. There we are. And I'm going to come through. Let's create my next one. You can see that I'm not overlapping on any of the original shapes at all. Just making sure that my lines are really smooth and following the shape and contours of this gentleman's hairline. Let's take that there. Nice, as you can see, really smooth lines because we set the fidelity at super smooth there. Really sort of smooth lines. And you can really sort of experiment in the sense of what shapes you create. Just going to, not a fan of that one. So I'm going to press Command Z on Mac or Control Z on Windows to undo. And let's say we do one like so. There we go, looks a bit better. Let's come through here and create another shape there, let's say. There we are, wonderful. And you can see how we're creating and building this gentleman's hair together. Really smooth. So let's come around here. As you can see, really sort of creating and bringing our hair now together for this line art effect that we're trying to create. So yeah, again, I'm just going to come through here and let's say we do something like so. And we come through here like so, come through. Maybe bring that down to the tab there. Wonderful, couple of more little shapes to create, guys. There we are. Do another one in there, maybe. Yeah, let's go Command Z on that. No, I'm happy with that. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is select everything here like so. And we're going to group up these lines that I've created using the paintbrush tool here. Very easy for you to group. You can either press Control G on a Mac or Command G on Control G on Windows and Command G on Mac, or you can go Object and group here. As you can see, that's my keyboard shortcut, seeing as I'm a Mac user. So yeah, again, I'm going to select everything and press Command G to group up. Fantastic. Then what I'm going to do is come through to our layers again, and I'm going to add another layer on top. And let's call this main hair. Now, I am going to use my blob brush tool. The difference between these two are you'll be creating a sort of a shape when you come using this tool, and also with the paintbrush tool, you'll be using a stroke. I want to create a shape at the moment, so I'm going to use our blob brush tool. Let's go for like a real sort of dark brown. There we are, wonderful. And I am just going to come through and zoom in a tad here, like so. And I'm just going to remove the stroke. There we are. And to increase the size of this tool, I'm just going to double click on it. And we have our size option here. And I'm just going to bring it to 36. Yeah, again, keep it to smooth. Press OK. So I'm just going to come through now and just cover everything on top, making sure that I stay within the lines. There we are. Really simple. With the final little spaces and elements, I'm just going to lower the brush size in a minute. And let's just come around here. As you can see, really, really cool coming together now. Big blob shape. Don't miss any areas, guys. Make sure you cover all the available space that's available to you. So let's come around here. All right, just need to decrease the size of the brush. So I'm going to use the shortcuts. The bracket's located next to P, and I'm going to press the left one here just to make that a little bit smaller. And let's come in and just tidy up these little tiny bits here. A little bit in there, as you can see. Just make sure, guys, you go through and really sort of improve everything and make sure that it's all covered. Let's go in here. There we are. A bit around here as well. These sections here. Let's go back there. All right, let's keep going. Maybe increase the size of it a little bit there, using the brackets again. There we are. Let's make sure that's all covered. May have to manipulate that shape in a minute. I'll show you how. There we go. Okay. So I'm just going to select that shape that I just created there. And as you can see, I can select it, and I'm going to use my direct selection tool and just manipulate these anchor points just to make sure I'm not covering any of the space there. We come through here, maybe just increase that a little bit there. Take that up there. To double make sure, guys, that you just make everything is within inside of the shapes you've created. I'm just going to come through and add one in there as well. Yeah, pretty happy. Just double make sure that this element here isn't covering anything. Just simply using my direct selection tool to manipulate these anchors. There we are. Okay. And all I'm going to do now is bring our hairline layer to the top. Like so. And as you can see now, my hair is really coming to life. And obviously you can add little finer little elements to this as well if you needed to. What you may want to do is maybe bring the size of that stroke down just a tad there. There we go. Yeah, use the paintbrush tool again. Let's change that to black maybe. Let's decrease the size of this using our stroke option. And what we could do again is let's just add a new layer here, double click, and we'll say fine hair. And we can come through, add a new layer, as you can see, and I'm just going to come through and create little final finishing touches. Like so. See, guys, you can be in control over what type of detail you'd like to implement and include. Let's do one in there, one in there. There's a couple in here. So we come through about a point like that. And like that. And let's do one in there. Yeah. And yet again, I'm going to bring the hairline layout to the top. Fantastic. Just maybe move this one a little bit over. There we go. And if we zoom out, you can see how my line here is coming to life. If you're interested in finding out more about the school, the courses that we offer, please take a look at our website, guys. There are recordings that are coming out on a weekly basis around digital illustration, so please make sure you take a look. Thank you very much, guys. Take care, and I'll see you next time.